Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And I want to start with this from XRP, the wizard. You deserve the fortune that comes your way if you're still holding XRP after all these years. Your patience is about to pay off. This year is still going to be a very big year for XRP. And people in the comment section always say, well, you have until 2025. Nothing's going to happen until 2025. Yet the big institutions are telling you it's going to happen suddenly this year. We are going to see an alt season for XRP. What do you think's going to happen once the Ripple versus SEC case comes to an end? If you're sitting on the sidelines waiting until 2025, you're going to end up being left behind. What will cause mass adoption? We don't need to know how the technology works. Take a listen to Brad Garlinghouse here.
He had been around in the earliest days of the internet, kind of the internet 1.0. I'm a lot younger than him, but I also was around. Why is that funny?
I don't know.
Frank. That's fine. I was around those days as well, and I think one of the things that really catalyzed the growth of kind of the internet 1.0 was usability.
Yeah.
You know, Mosaic came out as a first browser that evolved into Netscape that, trying to use some of these technologies that predated the browser as we know it. I mean, people can't even think about the internet before a browser. Mm-hmm. But, those things didn't exist until, I think, 92, 93. Mm-hmm. That was the explosive growth. And so I think, again, when I think about the big picture where we're going over the next 5 years, 10 years, I think we are now focused on abstraction layers that can actually, we don't need to know how the technology works. We don't need to know how SMTP works to send an email. Mm-hmm. Why do we need to know how to do things with core layer one technologies in order to take advantage of them?
Or think about it like this. You send text messages from your phone to your friend's phone. You don't really know how it works. You just know it works. People use the internet every single day. They don't know how the internet works, but yet they use it and they know it works. Same thing is going to happen with blockchain and crypto. And Brad said over the next 5 to 10 years, you're already going to be wealthy by then. And you're going to see the value of XRP, the price of it, rise as more and more adoption happens. It's not going to happen suddenly. At first, it's going to happen gradual, upward movement. And, people are going to be buying in at XRP at $100 at some point, and they're still going to be buying it very cheap compared to where it's still going, because this is going to evolve over time. That's what I see happening. And you know how you're going to be able to stay patient along the way is you're going to be earning passive income off of your crypto, because better passive income options are going to arise over time as well. This comes from Chad Steingraber. New MasterCard biometric cards coming soon. Linked with digital wallets can push funds globally, cross-border currencies on the card. This is already happening. This is how fast technology is advancing. And we see Ripple tied in here as well. Ripple is the initial set of partners with MasterCard to issue biometric cards which can transact CBDCs and stablecoins globally. And it's right here. You see the introduction of the biometric credit card through MasterCard and the introduction of an e-remittance platform with global technology provider RippleNet. RippleNet is going to be tied into so many things. People are going to be using RippleNet technology and not even knowing it. Most likely, we already use it today at some point and don't know that we're using it, because it's already getting embedded into so many different systems. And it might not be through Ripple directly, but it could be through partners. I point that out because the partners of Ripple They're growing out at a very alarming rate. Brad Garlinghouse on Larry Fink saying the digital asset market is underhyped. Take a listen.
But I think the big thing that's changed around tokenization is, again, one reason to be very optimistic about where we are in the evolution of crypto. The largest financial managers, asset managers on the planet are talking about, whether it's BlackRock, I mean, certainly Blackstone, Franklin Templeton, Fidelity. I mean, these are, some of the largest asset managers on the planet are actively working on talking about. Larry Fink is, he thinks this is underhyped. This is going to fundamentally change how finance works, and it's going to democratize and give more people access, which is, it really has been the promise of crypto from the earliest days. So it's exciting to see kind of it come to fruition.
So what Brad's actually talking about there is the new financial system is coming, and it's leveling the playing field at the same time. But when he says that, Larry Fink says the market is underhyped. I think it's because maybe Larry sees how big this is actually going to be, and he doesn't think there's enough hype around it. He's looking for more hype. But at the same time, I think Larry Fink also wants to onboard as many normies as he possibly can, because they will become exit liquidity for him. Now, a lot of you said you didn't understand what I was talking about with liquidity pools. So here's one example. You see Correspondent Bank, 3 of them right there. This is Japan, Brazil. And you see in the middle, XRP pool. That could be a liquidity pool where XRP is locked up for long periods of time. You see it again right here. The future, expanding reach using a digital asset. You see USD, you see the peso, you see the euro, and in the middle is XRP. This could be a liquidity pool. Lots of locked up XRP inside of there. But the best example is the E-Nera, XRP, the digital ruble, the tree metaphor, the future monetary system by the BIS. XRP is designed as a bridge asset and could connect the different trees, the different wholesale CBDCs, E-Nera to XRP to digital ruble. And that's where a liquidity pool would be, set up in between. Now, like I said in multiple videos, this is where I see the value for XRP coming from. It's supply and demand. Everybody always says, well, there's 100 billion XRP, so the price is never going to change because you need to have trillions and trillions of transactions happening. That's not what I think we're going to see. We're going to see massive amounts of XRP locked up by banks, by companies. It could even be people using XRP for liquidity purposes in between tokenized assets. It doesn't really matter because XRP moves anything of value. So imagine that all that escrow, the 50 billion or so that Ripple holds, I still think that's going to get handed out to the IMF, the BIS, some central banks. We really don't know yet where that's going. But picture all of that getting locked up for a long period of time. But now they need new liquidity pools. So now they have to go buy it off the public. So think about when you're selling XRP, institutions are going to be buying it up and locking it away. That's why I said it's going to be very important that you don't sell too soon, because there could be a time where there's actually scarcity around XRP. And at that point, the price would be absolutely astronomical. And people would still be buying XRP at those prices. You know, the big financial institutions, they will buy XRP at $1,000 if they need it. They will buy it at $10,000 if they need it. And they're going to lock it away. They're not retail. They're not going to sell because the price went up a little bit. They are going to use it for its utility. XRP holders, take a listen. Cross-border payments is set to reach 30 trillion overnight. The XRP ledger will have massive liquidity rails in every financial jurisdiction. CBDCs will need a bridge, XRP. The BIS has been warning us that this is coming for years. You know, when I first bought my XRP, I thought we would already be sitting at like $1,000 at this point. I bought before the SEC Ripple case even happened. And I thought to myself, you know, this is going to be big. But I didn't realize how big. Not until now. Not until I'm actually seeing where this is going. You know, they've been telling us for the longest time that XRP is going to be a stable coin. And there was FUD around that early on. Oh, so it's going to be pegged to $1. No, it's going to be a high valued stable coin, moving value 365 days a year. And it's not going to ever stop. And year over year, the value grows as well. What we're headed into is this right here. You see Ripple, Stellar, XDC, Algo, IOTA. Remember, they were all supposed to be backed by precious metals. I don't think they're going to be backed by anything. You really wouldn't want a gold-backed XRP, because I think XRP is going to be more valuable than gold at some point. And I think XLM will be more valuable than silver, XDC more valuable than copper, Algo more valuable than palladium, IOTA more valuable than iridium, because these cryptocurrencies are going to be running the world's money. And now there's a few others that have come on board since then, like HBAR, Nexera. You know about QNT. It's the glue that's going to hold it all together. What I'm telling you is, if you see how big this is actually going to be, it's very easy to keep holding XRP even when the price dips. It's very easy not to pay attention to the price of XRP today when you know where we're going from here. But you definitely do not want to be sitting on the sidelines waiting for 2025. Breaking, U.S. inflation falls to 3.3%, lower than expectations. I don't think inflation is coming down at all. These are numbers that they sell to the normies out there, the people that listen to the mainstream media news. Great, inflation's coming down, but we all know it's bullshit. In fact, the direction that the United States is on, we will see hyperinflation at some point if we don't get a grasp on things before it's too late. The problem is nobody's working to fix anything. And the Federal Reserve paused interest rate hikes. Rates remain at 5.25% to 5.50%. And it looks like we're only going to get one rate cut this year. But you know, the Fed created this problem, and now they're fighting the problem. It's time we get rid of the Fed. And you know what's going to end the Fed? Once we go back to a gold-backed system. Gold will end the Fed. But you know, you're an XRP investor. No matter how anything plays out, you are going to get rich. And if you hold your XRP long enough, you will get wealthy. You just got to have the patience to keep holding. Like I said, I think we're going to see passive income options come up. Very safe, secure passive income options. Whether they come off of the XRP ledger or Flare, they are definitely coming. Once you're able to get passive income, you will then be able to stay patient until you see XRP reach its full potential. That's where I think we are going. That's the direction I think we're going in. But, you know, until it all happens, you got to stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.